G'day and thanks for joining me for this strength ladder workout. Before we get into it, hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of these videos. In today's workout, you will need some dumbbells. I suggest having a range of different sizes so that you can change if you need to in case the weight isn't heavy enough, or more likely that you need to drop down in weight as you go through the workout. So the first exercise is 20 deadlifts. Then we have 40 sumo squats, 60 single leg bridges, which is 30 on each leg, 80 lunges, which is 40 on each leg, 100 squats, 80 renegade rows, 60 push-ups, 40 rows, and 20 lateral raises. So we go up the ladder with leg exercises and back down the ladder with upper body exercises. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to start off with 6 kilos. I promise you they're not pink. These are faded red. Our first exercise is 20 deadlifts. So keep your back nice and straight. Right, next exercise is sumo squats. So the difference between normal squats and sumo squats is that your toes go out in the sumo squats on a 45-degree angle and knees go wide. Alrighty, single leg bridges. This is not a real intense workout. You just got your own pace. This is a strength workout. So single leg. So keep your thighs parallel, about fist distance apart between your knees. And we've got 30 on each leg to make 60. Alrighty, make sure you're reaching with that opposite leg and don't let that knee of the planted leg drop out to the side. So make sure you actively pull it in because the adductors, the inside of your thighs, will want to switch off and your knee will drift out. So keep actively pulling your knee in. Alrighty, up for the lunges, 40 in total, 20 each side. Choose to use the weights if you like to. I'm going to choose not to. So choose to alternate on each one if you like, or just do all 40 on one leg. Alright, halfway. So when you're doing these, think about pulling your hips under so you activate your core. You'll be able to feel it. Put your hands on your hips, do this type of movement, and when you go down into your lunge, you want to tuck it under so that your pelvis is in a good position and that your abs are set and strong, switched on. When you land, you should have pretty much a square between this area. Be careful that your foot isn't back beside your knee, but that it's out in front. All right, let's do the second half. Three-quarters of the way there. Last 10. And we're done. 80, good work. Well done. Grab a drink, have a break. We got one last exercise on the legs. As you can see over here, that is the squats, 100. Break this one up into as many sets as you need to. It could be 5 sets of 20, 4 sets of 25, 10 sets of 10, 20 sets of 5, whatever it is. You just pick a number and keep getting to that small target, break it up. Again, use weights if you want to. That's my first set. I'm going to break it up into 5 lots of 20. Make sure you keep your heels flat on the ground. I'll do this one from side on. How you going if you're using the weights? Let me know in the comment section below when you finish this workout. Let me know how you go with the weights or without the weights if you're copying me. Weights of your body on your heels. Oh, I can't talk and count. I think that's 10. Have I mucked it up? You'll be able to see over there. I think that's right. That's 2 sets anyway. Good work. So we're at 40. Number 3. We're at 60. You keep seeing me checking my watch because I'm checking my heart rate. Just seeing what it's getting up to. It's just hit 140. Out of interest, if you're interested. See how you're going. If you've got a heart rate monitor on, how you compare to that. A lot of factors that go into it. This is my new Apple Watch and I'm pretty excited about it. Love using it any way I can. All right, 4th one. Let's go. We've got 20 left. Remember, if you need a break a bit longer, you have the luxury of hitting the pause button. Last 20 reps on our lower body, and then we move to the upper body, which to tell you the truth kind of makes me nervous. I know the next 2 exercises, and they're not my best. Let's finish off this 20 though, just don't worry about that. Let's finish off this 20 here. We've got the here and now, 20 to go. $100, well done, good work. Grab a drink. We're at the peak, we're at the top. Time to come back down the other side. You know, the good news is that coming back down, we only have 4 exercises. On the way up, we had 5. So, it's always a silver lining. The bottle is more than half full. All right, as you can see, it's Renegade Rows. I got my 6 kilos. I've got 10, just in case it was feeling a bit light. And I've got 4s. Okay, ready to go. So Renegade Rows, get down to a push-up position. 80 in total. 40 on each side. And what I suggest is you break it down. Same thing, so we'll do, because we're doing 80, we'll do 20 times 4. Keep your feet wide. You need to try and keep your hips flat, as if you're balancing a glass of water on your tailbone. Alrighty, 20. If you need to make this one easier, come down onto your knees, exactly the same as what you do with a push-up, and I'll show you that in the push-up next. So push-up position, knees out the back, nice straight line from your shoulders through your hips to your knees. If you want to make it a bit easier again, spread your knees a bit wider, but the next level down from that is the quadruped position, and it's with your knees below your hips. hands below your shoulders, which should always be the case anyway with these and also with your push-ups. But with this one, the easier version, knees are out, underneath. Okay, let's go. $20, halfway, 40 in total that we have done. Whew. It's supposed to be the dry season here at the moment where I am. And that means dry, cool weather, but it is not that. Jeez, it's humid. Alrighty, that might be actually a good topic for a video, training in the humidity and the heat, in regards to recovery especially. Okay, next 20. So we're at 60. See how breaking it up into sets like that makes it a lot easier, a lot more manageable than just going, 80 Renegade Rows? Are you kidding me? That's a lot. So doing it this way makes it achievable. All right, we got the last set. You ready to go? I'm ready to go, let's do it. Okay, hips nice and flat. $20, $80, all up. Well done. You know what that means? We've only got 3 exercises left. Wow. Push-ups. 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 The exercise that I struggle with the most. Probably my hardest exercise to manage. Yeah, I can do 5 with really good technique and demonstrate it really well when it's just 5. When we start adding reps, I struggle with push-ups big time. So I'm going to show you 3 levels. I'm going to make my goal, what have we got, 60. So I'll get to, I really should be trying to get to 30. I know it's going to be a push for me. 30, 20, 10. That equals 60. All right, get the doubt out of the mind. Let's do it. 30, no excuses. So same as with the lunges, tuck your hips under like that. So you don't want to arch to your back like that. Tuck your hips under as if you're trying to bring your hips up towards the bottom of your rib cage. You're trying to flatten this out, flatten out your lower back so you get your pelvis in a good position, activate your core, because really a push-up is just a dynamic plank or brace as it's properly known. So a push-up is going up and down. There's so many facets to a push-up that people don't realize. Hopefully you guys know from seeing some of these videos and the ones where I've demonstrated it. But with the push-up, you need to be pushing away from the shoulder joint and keeping your shoulders in a set position, not sinking back into your shoulder joint, because all that's happening then is this upper arm bone, your humerus, is pushing into the joint, and there's no actual stabilizing of the muscles there, the rotator cuffs and stuff like that, that sit there and stabilize the joint. So push up and away from the ground, okay? As if you're trying to spread your shoulder blades across your back, down towards the sides of your rib cage. And last of all, make sure that your fingers are pointing straight ahead. I'll talk more when I get to 30. I bet you can see it on my face how tough that was. Those last 3 to 5, oh man. I knew 25 was doable, 30 was just out of reach. And see what happens? I did it. Yes, the technique wasn't great in the last bit, probably the whole last half of that, but particularly the last 5. But I managed to get it done, and with reasonable technique. So the last thing I was going to talk to you about is when I said fingers pointing straight ahead. If you put your hands out like that, your fingers should be pointing straight up to the sky or the roof. When you bring your hands back, your elbows come back into your armpits. So your elbows go down on an angle. They're down on a 45-degree angle. They never go out to the side like that, which then often causes the fingers to come in. That puts the shoulder into a really bad position and it creates some impingement there. So that's not a good technique for push-ups. And we do this with a lot of my work at the local state level Institute of Sport, particularly with little kids and teaching them fundamental movements. So enough talking, let's go down to the next level. Exactly the same, but on your knees and knees out the back. So what do we got here? 20. Oh, last of all, face should be coming down in front of your hands. I'll talk more about that in the next one because I will drop it down to the next level and it'll be more obvious. Oh, 13. Oh, I need to have a break. Got 7 to go. I'm going to persist with the knee push-ups like this to finish off this 7. That's the target I set. I really want to get this done. Oh, don't worry how many it takes you. Don't worry about the time. 16, I've got 4 to go. Even if you have to do 1 at a time and take 5 minutes in between, hit the pause button and do it. Hey, I might play a trick on you and hit the pause button myself and get Jackson, my video editor, to cut it. No, just joking. 4 to go. Oh, 20. All right, we've got 10 left and we're going down into the quadruped position as I talked about with Renegade Rows, and we're going to finish off our 50 to 60 reps. So this one, like I was saying, fingers pointing forward. It's very easy with this one to get caught coming back and taking your head down between your hands, but your head shouldn't come between your hands, it should go out in front. So if you want to make it easier to recognize, put your fingers on the edge of a mat and touch your nose off the mat, or put a spot on the mat and take your nose down to that spot. And 10, that's 60. If that's too much still and you need something a little bit lower, keep that curve through your back and then take it. Just bend your elbows and straighten. Bend your elbows and straighten. Just that is enough. It's not the full range of movement, which is ideal, but that's what you want. He's still getting something out of that. Alrighty, grab a drink. Rows, so bent over, keep it straight back. We got 40. I'll show you from side on. Nice straight back, holding your weights on like a 45-degree angle, open like that, and pulling them up to your armpits. So the other thing that a lot of people will do is they'll start taking their weights out in front. That's really loading your shoulders up. Take your weights straight up and down and let gravity do its work. So bend over, hinge forward at the hips, and just let the weights hang. Where they hang is where you want to take them down to. So you're pulling up and you're letting them fall back down, but with control. Don't let them just drop. Whew, 20. All right, last one, lateral raises. And chances are, if you haven't gone down in weights yet, you're probably going to have to on this one. I'll show you two different options, but this is really isolating your deltoid, which is this muscle in the top of your shoulder here. So slight bend in your elbows, take it straight out to the side. Be careful here when you do it, not to do this with your shoulders. Keep your shoulders down when your hands come up. Halfway, if you want to make this one easier, bend your elbows at 90 degrees and you're just shortening the lever arm. So you're taking your elbows out and in. That's 3, 13, 14, 20. Alrighty, notice how I changed it at the end because my shoulder's starting to creep up. It's all about technique, more so than what it is about getting the work done. If you have to drop off 20 off each one or whatever, that's completely fine. You saw that I sort of lost it on a bit of the technique. That is the minimum. If you're losing it completely, just stop. Okay, have a big rest or leave that one and move on to the next exercise. But we're done. So congratulations and awesome work. So if you've got any questions about this workout or any comments, I really look forward to reading them. So leave them in the comment section below. And if you like this workout, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. That's the greatest compliment that I can get. And for a bunch of great resources that I've already prepped for you in taking your life and living life on your terms, as well as getting the most out of your body for sport or for general health, just to be the best that you can be, head on over to my website at jacobandre.com and sign up for email updates. You'll be able to download a free ebook there, free goal setting templates, free mind activity maps, all for free. So head on over to jacobandre.com and check them out. Thanks for joining me on this workout, and I'll see you in the next one.